updated standings. Trilogy remaining undefeated at 5-0. Three-headed monsters and Power both winning. Ghost Ballers trying to keep pace, but they'll need a win over the 1-3 Killer 3's. Our lineups are brought to you by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down. The Killer 3's, once again, without Chauncey Billups. He could not make the last 2 weeks because of a prior commitment, which dates back before the season. So Steven Jackson, the co-captain, Mo Evans, recently traded from the Ghost Ballers to this Killer 3 team. Cook, Evans, Robinson, and Charles Oakley is the coach. And a look at the Ghost Ballers.
How about the addition right here, calling up Joe Smith on the roster to add a little bit of inside power to go at Ivan Johnson. Let's see if he can add to the strength of this Ghost Ballers lineup inside.
Chauncey Billups is expected to return for the rest of the season next week, so if they can squeak one out here, they could be in good shape. Bibby hands it off Johnson, and he lays it in.
It is.
Mike Bibby is a perfect example of a player that has great fundamental skills that even transfer over when he gets a little bit older. Steven Jackson.
That's right. The ability to play, to understand the mental part of it. Steve able to knock in the shot, but you see that with a lot of guards, guys, when they get older, they're more methodical in what they do offensively, but become more efficient at the same time.
Ricky Davis. Mo Evans back to Reggie Evans inside, and he'll lay it in.
And that's what you want to get with Reggie Evans. The ability for him just to catch Gus and finish inside, not have to really think about it.
Killer 3's with a 4-2 lead and the foul on the baseline. Jim White, David McAndrew are your officials. As Ricky Davis goes to the line. Davis with 12 points against Power last week on 6 of 10 shooting. He was 0 for 1 from the three-point line. And he's had a pair of 23-point games so far. Week 1 versus the Monsters, and Week 3 versus the Ball Hogs. Jackson calling for it inside. Jackson rips through, spins, and steps on the baseline out of bounds.
Well, because Mo Evans is not an outside shooter, Gus, that time Mike Bibby was just able to anchor in right at the block and basically be another defender where Steven Jackson couldn't get to the middle of the court.
Ricky Davis finds Johnson, who slipped to the basket. Bibby with the step gets to the hole and lays it in as he blows by Mo Evans.
Recognition that time by Mike, knowing that Mo Evans, his closeout position wasn't textbook, and he was able to blow right by him.
Jackson.
Gus, inside-out combination, Ivan to Bibby, and that time the closeout left leg dropped on the baseline side by Mo Evans. Olay, Matador defense. Bibby able to take advantage of it.
And Jackson, meanwhile, fouled and counted. Steven Jackson.
Patience. Oh, yeah. Up and under. That time, Ricky Davis getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
Steven Jackson, 14 years in the NBA. Well-traveled. The Nets, San Antonio twice, Atlanta, Indiana, Golden State, Charlotte, Milwaukee, and the Clippers. Had 24 points against the three-headed monsters last week. Season high. Davis. And he gets the roll. Both these teams, a lot of chatter going on. 4 lead changes already. 7-6. I mean, excuse me, 8-7. Bibby pulls it out. Tried to bounce pass. Mo Evans picks it up, can't lay it in. And the Ghost Ballers will get it back. So let's take a look at the scoring leaders in the Big 3. Richard, Lewis, Sweet Lou leading them. Followed by Jack and Patino Mobley. Marcus Banks is checked in now. for the Ghost Ballers.
Now, unforced turnover. Ricky Davis was attempting a tight curl that time. Marcus Banks thought he was going to widen out a little bit.
Jackson. Mo Evans. They're looking for Mo Evans down low. Excuse me, Reggie Evans down low. Inside, Ivan Johnson blocked by Steven Jackson, and a foul.
Maybe a little body on that, but excellent pick and roll that time by Ricky Davis, and Ivan Johnson just cleared enough space. That second dribble allowed Ivan to create that opening for that pass from Ricky Davis.
Eddie Robinson checks in, and he replaces Mo Evans. And it looks like the Killer Threes will get it back after the miss. Charles Oakley, his assistant coach with Larry Brown, and then Paul Silas with the Charlotte NBA franchise in 2010 and 2011. Steven Jackson with 7 points. 11-8. Marcus Banks for 3. Now Reggie Evans driving on Johnson, and it runs right through him and lays it in.
That time Ivan bailed himself out, gave Reggie an opportunity to spin inside, tried to take the charge or fake the charge a little bit, but the officials didn't go for it.
4-pointer, Ricky Davis.
Let's go.
Inside, Ivan Johnson for Marcus Banks.
It's all ball. It's okay. It's gonna happen. Let's go. Let's keep playing.
13-10.
Stay down there. Stay down there. Take on Daddy. Take on Daddy.
Jackson tried to scoop it to Reggie Evans.
Come get one. How you feeling, Rick?
It may not be pretty, but it's effective. That time initiating the contact. As I told earlier, I know some actors in the studio, in the crowd right now, but Ivan Johnson, you're not getting that one, partner.
How about this? Joe Smith in the game now for the Ghost Ballers.
How about it?
Bibby on the fade. Smith, 42 years old, college player of the year at Maryland. He was no average Joe as a player, Joe Smith. Last played for the Lakers during the 2010-2011 season.
There you go, Joe. Give it to him.
And the banker goes down for Eddie Robinson. If they can get some offense from Eddie Robinson, this team could be a whole lot better, Jimmy.
Oh, well, I said that from week 1, that he could be my sleeper. Has yet to kind of break out of that shell, but he has quickness, he can shoot it, he has a floater in the lane, long defensively. He should have an impact for the Killer Threes on this game.
Joe Smith, another #1 overall pick, playing in this Big 3 league. How many do we have? We have Kwame Brown, Joe Smith, Allen Iverson.
And I think that's it right now, #1.
Overall.
Yep, overall.
Inside, Bibby short with the left hand. Jackson sets his feet for 3. Gets his own rebound, drives to the basket, lays it in, and draws a foul.
Long shots, produce rebounds that time because Jax was so open. Joe Smith not able to recover. And how about Reggie Evans grabs Joe Smith just a little bit where he couldn't recover to defend Steven Jackson on the drive.
Remember, Joe Smith has not played yet this season active today, so it's going to take him some time to get his game legs under him. Those ballers 2-2. Jackson. And the Killer Threes look good, up by 10 on a 13-2 run. Joe Smith, jumper. And a foul. Looks like they fouled Smith on the elbow.
He talked about it's going to take some time. Even on that catch, Joe kind of bobbled it a little bit. The first thing to go, the first thing you have to try to get and regain is your timing. Whether that's ball handling, catching the ball, feeling the touch. And even in 3-on-3, Gus, it may not seem like it matters as much because there's only half court, but it really does.
Smith gets it back, baseline, nice pass to Ivan Johnson.
That was good time. Touch pass inside, but those ballers were able to attack quickly enough where Killer Threes couldn't recover.
Jackson for 4. Robinson taps it out. Reggie Evans with the rebound. Jackson driving now with the space. And he wanted a foul. He won't get it now. Bibby from Curryland. Smith to Johnson. Bibby from Curryland. Fans like seeing that 4-point shot. You know what I think should happen?
What?
At the championship game, when it's all said and done, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Kevin Durant should come out. Let's see what they can do against the Big 3's champion. Might be tough on those boys.
Stop it.
Al Harrington posting up Draymond. McCants taking Steph Curry deep in the hole, muscling him, booty ball. Kevin Durant.
Exactly. Exactly. Drop the mic. Just, I can give you an A for effort on that, but that's about it.
Jackson for 3. Reggie Evans with the rebound. And the foul.
You know how fast they'll get to 25? First of all. You know, I love my guys out here. Let's be realistic.
I love our guys, too.
Just be realistic.
How long are you going to take them to get to 25?
In Vegas, you can put a prop bet there on how long it would take them to get to 25. Under 3 minutes?
Under 3 minutes?
In this. Maybe 5.
Wow. Bibby. Ivan Johnson steps back. Mid-range, rattled it home.
Look, Golden State goes on 8, 10, 12, 14-point runs in a minute and a half. And at full court. Okay?
That's true. Steven Jackson 3. Good. And that signals halftime. The Killer Threes, maybe their best first half of